Okay, I'm about to make oatmeal raisin bread. Cinnamon oatmeal raisin bread. So the first thing I want to do is I want to take my yeast and I want to add it to my bowl. I want to add 3.5 cups of my homemade sourdough starter to my bowl. I'm gonna use this to get it all out, as much out as I can. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get this out of my. Get as much of it out of there as I can with my paddle. Okay, and then I'm gonna add lukewarm milk to it. That's between 125 and 130 degrees. Lukewarm milk. Lukewarm milk and water. I want my milk and water to be between 120 and 125 degrees. Okay, so I'm gonna add my water. That's around 125 degrees, and I'm gonna add my milk. That's also around 120, 125 degrees. I'm gonna add both of these. Then I'm going to mix it around. This is what helps the yeast rise. Just incorporate it into my yeast. So now what I'm doing is in a separate bowl. With butter, I've creamed a stick of butter by just letting it sit to room temperature, and then just crushing it with my hands and creaming it that way. So to this bowl, I'm gonna add 3 eggs. 3 eggs. Half a cup of white sugar. Or I'm sorry, 1/2 of a cup of white sugar. Then I'm going to cream this. I'm just going to incorporate the sugar, butter, and egg mixture. So it's fully incorporated. Just make sure it's fully incorporated, Try to make sure there's no lumps. down some of this butter a little bit more with my hands. It's a little lumpy. Yeah, you just got to make sure you let the butter, you know, get to room temperature. Soften the butter before you start, you know, working with it. Now to this, I'm going to add, to this mixture, I'm going to add 1 cup of raisins. Cup of California sun-made raisins, because that's the best kind. Or probably about 1.5 cups of raisins. 1.5 cups. Then I'm going to incorporate that. Incorporate the raisins into it. Then I'm going to take my my yeast mixture, my yeast water butter mixture. I'm going to add that to this. Incorporate everything. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to gradually add 8 cups of flour to this. Gradually. I'm going to gradually add 8 cups of flour to this. To this mixture. Very gradually. And when I say gradual, you could add about 2 cups at a time to it. Because this makes 2 loaves. That's 2 cups. And I'm going to add another 2 cups. Another cup to it. Mix this in. And this will be 4 cups. This will be 4 cups. And this will be 6 cups. I'm about to add my final 2 cups to this. Okay, so now I can start kind of working it by hand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my my proofer ready. This is my dough proofer. Get my dough proofer ready. To receive my dough. This is my dough proofer, so now I'm going to transfer it to my proofer. I'm going to transfer it all to my proofer. Boy, that was a close call. Okay, I'm going to transfer all this to my proofer. Scrape as much as I can out of my pot. Then I'm just going to roll it. This is my cinnamon raisin bread dough. Just roll it. And make sure it's not sticky. I prefer to do this in the proofer rather than transfer it to the proofer later. Now I'm using a wet sourdough starter, so it's probably going to take a little bit more dough, a little bit more flour to get this to get smooth and silky like it's supposed to. But it'll get there. It'll stop sticking to my hand. You'll see. I just want to keep kneading it until it no longer sticks to my hand anymore. And again, this is 2 full loaves of cinnamon raisin bread. Keep working with it until it gets smooth. Until it gets smooth and silky. It doesn't stick to my hand anymore. See, I'm almost there. See, it's almost getting to the point to where it's not sticking anymore. That means I'm almost there. Okay, see, that's about right. See how it doesn't stick that much anymore? That's about right. That's what you want. That's enough flour for now. Okay, that's about right. So now what I want to do is I want to let my dough proof for 24 hours and then move on to the next phase of this.